8 years ago, a mild heart attack. 2 years later, I was on holiday in Abu Dhabi, in the Emirates, with my wife, and somehow I picked up a virus which lamed my heart muscle, and of course I'm stubborn and not go to a doctor if things are not right. And after about 2 weeks I could not sleep anymore. My wife said, "No, this is borders on stupidity, you've got to go and see a doctor." So when I went to a doctor, she put that little instrument here and said, "My gosh, you've got a heartbeat of 170. I make an appointment with the cardiologist straight away, because you are in absolute danger." Of course they find out the heart muscle was left with 25%. They didn't know what to do, and they came up, the best is a heart transplant. And I thought, is it that bad? I said, no, I don't want a heart transplant. You got to fix me somehow else. It was with electroshock and medication. It took quite some time, 4 months, to get me back on my feet. And there I went again for 2 years later. Or there I was told, your heart valve is full of calcium, and the heart attack you had 2 years earlier got to be also sorted out. So 2 years later, in 2012, I collapsed at work due to my heart cut out for too long. I realized I got irregular heartbeat, and for a moment the heartbeat must have been for a certain time. So I lost consciousness, down I went. I got up quickly again and carried on working. And I thought I will check the pulse and the heartbeat a bit later. And there I saw, when I measured it, yes, it goes da 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 da, and then nothing anymore. And it came again, and I realized, no wonder, that's why I went down. Anyway, back to hospital, and this time was a serious operation. It was an 8.5-hour operation to replace the main heart valve and the double bypass. It took me quite some time to recover again, and of course I had to now swallow a handful of tablets. And I didn't mind. I recovered, all this fine, but then I got more and more worried about the side effects, because I read on one of the boxes where it says side effects, says heart attack. Alright, they do have to cover themselves left, right and center. Okay, but what I also noticed, friends of ours which had heart problem, and they passed away not actually of their heart problems, but of collapses of organs, this and that, calcified arteries, and it virtually boils down to they die of side effects of medication, and not of the actual problem, the heart problem. And it got me a bit worried. I asked the doctor, first of all, with this new valve, by the way, it's a cow valve they put in. It's from 5 cows. They took some tissue and put that thing together, and that's now my valve. Anyway, it works fine. Thank you. Now, when I asked the doctor, how long is this valve going to last? He says, well, give it 6, 7 years, 8 years. And then what happens? Well, you're going to have another one. I said, doesn't make quite sense. I mean, if I adapt to it, surely it must be fine. And it just so happened, I got an invitation A friend of mine, Fricky, sent me an email. I should come and attend a seminar 2 years ago, a bit more than 2 years ago, and I went to listen to Honji's words, and somehow I think that's what I'm looking for. So I was very impressed of the simplicity, and I gave it a go. And then I attended after seminar only a weekend workshop. I got bruised left, right and centre, but I didn't mind. I know it's all part of the healing. And now came the question, am I allowed to take me off medicine? Am I actually sane to do that? It was a bit later on, I told the cardiologist, can I reduce medicine? He said, what for? We just tested you, you're doing very well. In the meantime, I was off medicine already for over 3 months. And then I was stupid enough and told him, listen, I don't take any medicine anymore. That man jumped and said, I am responsible for you and the medical aid. You cannot do that. Well, I was a bit shocked at what I'm doing. He's got a responsibility. And I went back onto medication for about a month. I said to myself, but what for? I'm fine. So off medication again. And I've been off medication now for 23 months. And I do experience heart attacks. I've had quite a couple of heart attacks since then. But I know what to do. I apply PaidaLajin, and I'm still kicking. I said, I'm off the pills, I don't take medication, and one has to look at it. I actually exchanged the pills and the medication for something else. I cannot be foolish enough and say, oh, take off your medication, it's all fine. That is not true. What I did, I exchanged it. I did something alternatively to the pills I took before. And otherwise it would be definitely foolish. So it's important that if one changes from medication, it's got to go all the way with PaidaLajin and continue doing it.